wants to talk to you.
Hope
Go
I didn't
talk
get
to
her,
Mitch.
take her away from a game show.
Oh, well, she gonna go. All right, Etta Mae, the TV's on already. Okay. Oh, hey.
Hey,
Hi,
Karen.
Nick, how are you?
I'm doing so well. Wow.
I am.
And you just happen to be there with Etta Mae. I don't know how that happens, but every time I see Etta Mae, I see you too. It's
It's
just the
funny.
best.
Well, I always, check in on her, make sure she's not getting into any trouble and whatnot. But yes, I'm so happy to be here. I haven't seen you in a month of Sundays, as they say. I'm sorry, I'm trying
Oh,
to fix this thing.
what a blessing.
So
You were on one of my Cool People episodes way back when, and just fantastic. You were telling me about your daughter was in college then, and now she's doing what kind of work? She has a master's in uh,
biotechnology, which she didn't
wow,
get that from me. She did
yeah,
not get that from me.
wow, and then
But she's amazing.
working on some remarkable stuff, right?
Yeah, she while she was finishing her school, she was working for a company that got one of the first contracts to get the rapid test for this
Yeah.
COVID-19 that's sweeping the world. So
Mm.
she was working on that, which I'm so proud of her, making a difference. And
Yeah,
then
we're happy
now
about that.
now she's doing some sort of cancer research. So she's just really, I remember, I think I
Mm.
told her, I called her Tenacious T,
Oh
and
my
she's
God.
just really world changer
Well,
little girl.
she
So
was such a cool kid too. She played the bass and stuff. She was just
yes,
so cool.
yeah, she's a
Oh,
great kid. And she just, you know what, I just kind of have to, one of those things, it's like a God thing
mm.
where you can't take credit, can't try to, say, oh, I made that happen. It's like, I just have to let her blossom, and just like flowers blossom without our
Mm.
help, they just do
Yeah.
their thing. And that's what my daughter is.
Well, that's real
It's
humble, but
amazing.
I know what a great mom you were. I know because I was around when she was growing up, and you were always really, really involved. So that is
Oh my
so
goodness.
cool. That is
Yeah.
so cool.
Well,
Well, hey,
thank you.
what's going on with you these days with the COVID? How's that changed your life?
Nick, I'm going to tell you, I'm actually a big homebody. So I've been taking care of my mom and my mother-in-law. So this is actually not too big of a change. I'm kind of relieved that I have permission to
Wow.
stay close to home and not be out there, grinding and hustling as like we do as entertainers and comics. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's a little calming, but I know, we want to keep doing what we're doing and not get stagnant. So I'm grateful. I'm very grateful that, I have my husband's here. We have time
And
to visit.
congratulations on that.
That's new to, yes.
Yes, that's
It's the last
relatively
time
new.
I saw.
Isn't
Yeah.
that cool?
Oops, sorry.
Uh-oh.
Where did I
There
go?
we
There
are.
I
We're
am.
back.
Sorry.
Karen
Oh.
Bankhead hits, right? What a
Yes,
cool. I like that. That's good.
and and the story is, what is so amazing is I was dressed up like another lady that we just talked to when
Oh
I
yeah.
met my husband,
Oh my.
and yeah, and the rest is history. So again, God is amazing. But yeah, we're just happy. It was like nice to be home doing gardening stuff. And one thing that I'm keeping sane to not feel like I'm just stagnant, I've been making a list for myself of little, even if it's like, okay, I organized the garage and I remodeled the bathroom and I fixed my website, little things
Yeah,
that we're able to get done that may not be the hugest things, but they count. And I'm
it counts.
grateful.
Right.
Yeah,
Something to do, something to look forward to, yeah, any little thing. Yeah.
right.
I think I would make a very good retired person. I'm not retired yet, but I know I could do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, this is good time. It's like I have no pressure, it's like I'm not
Uh,
looking for something. It's like, I have some actor friends that are still, getting work and shooting remotely and going into these quarantine COVID compliant environments. But I'm not really trying to do that right now, so it's
okay.
okay.
You
Yeah,
had you
but
had a really good run though. Your Larry David thing was still one of my as before I even knew you. And then when I saw you, I said, "Oh my gosh!" Yeah, because that was just one of my very favorite.
yeah, that was such a blessing. And again, it just kind of came out. And then the last thing that I did, I don't know if you saw, I did that Jim Carrey show on Showtime called Kidding, which actually turned out to be the last episode of the whole series. But it was this beautiful. I played a woman who had a heart transplant, just in a
Mm,
nutshell, without. and I got to work with Jim Carrey and Judy Greer, and it was such a magical moment, and I had no idea. In fact, when my agent called me, they're like, "Do you run? Do you jog?" And I said, "Nope, nope, not." And they submitted me anyway, and I ended up getting it, and then it's this beautiful thing. So I've been really blessed, and I hope it's not over. But you know, we got to keep reinventing ourselves.
Yes, that's exactly right. It's just, it is what it is, and we just keep moving forward. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
life. It's life. It's life during COVID. It's just life. You got to keep on keeping on. So,
Yes.
what's the best way? Do we get a hold of you through Etta Mae, through her links? That's the best way to do it.
I'm always in the background with Etta Mae, and we share an Instagram page. It's Etta Mae TV, ETTAMAE TV on Instagram, and also on YouTube and on Twitter, and then the Facebook. I have my own Facebook page, and we have a website that we share. So if you need Etta Mae,
you are so social media'd. You are.
And that's another thing, but you know, it's so much out there, and I think it's so many people. Like, look at us, we're on Zoom. It's such a blessing to be able to stay connected.
It is.
These devices. So.
Yeah, without that, it would just be, I don't know how people would do it without it. And a year ago, no one really knew what Zoom was.
I know.
Yeah.
And then somebody put on Facebook, it's like, what phrase or thing do you do now that you never would have dreamed of a year ago? And I know when you're on these things and they're like, unmute yourself. It's like, whoever heard it, if someone had said that to me a year ago, I'd be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh. But we're getting through it, and we just have to keep laughing. What can you do? It is what it is. Yeah.
No, and I think somehow the things, you know, like I was telling a friend, it's like I made a list of the things that I'm glad I'm not doing anymore, and you know, or can't do, and I don't miss it. And then I'm making a list of all the things, you know, like the traveling and hanging out with friends and the concerts that my husband and I went to, and letting our grandson, you know, go to parties even when maybe he should have been home doing homework. All the stuff that I'm glad we didn't miss out on and wish we had done more. So you kind of get a much better perspective when you are in this very strange circumstance where we are right now.
Yeah, I think it's going to mold us into different people in other ways, and bring out other parts of ourselves that we didn't even know about.
Exactly.
But it does.
And we're surviving.
We're surviving, but it does take some strength, and you need to be proactive about it. You just have to keep a positive attitude, keep connected. Listen to Etta Mae's, what are her Tuesday scriptures, is it?
Speedy scriptures, and then we have the stay-at-home-choir, and then I have a ton of YouTube. I have got over 120 just videos that some people that I know, they go through late at night and just kind of keep a smile on their face. So I keep trying to put those out there to be inspiring, just like you. Just keep people in a good place, because it can be tough.
Well, I'm going to post all this stuff here, and maybe I'll even put a still screen because there's so much of it, and then you guys could pause the video, and because that's a lot, but that's good. It's good that you're easy to find, and it's worth finding.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I try, and I appreciate you. And I can't wait until we're on the road or doing something.
Do a gig together. Yeah, heck yeah.
We're so ready. It'll be the party of the century.
Yes, it will. Oh, wow. Well, thanks again. What a blessing. What a blessing. And I appreciate your time. And tell Etta Mae how much I love her too, that I'll be seeing her again soon, I hope. All right.
she's got plenty of time.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, she's right heavily into Family Feud now, so I don't want to be bothering her. Yeah.
No.
All right. Well, what a great episode. Everyone, thank you so much for watching Cool People During COVID. I'm glad you got to meet my friends Etta Mae and Karen here. So keep watching, but in the meanwhile, everyone, be cool.
Thank you, Nick. Love you.
Love you too. Yay!
We're cool.